Want to sound more confident? Avoid these 11 words and phrases. Now, this caught my eye because I wanted to know, do I say these phrases? And then thinking a couple of cases, I might actually do say once in a while. So we'll just run through what it says and then what you should say. So number one, does that make sense? I definitely say that often. What you should say instead is, "What are your thoughts?" or "I'd like your input on this." And I think that I do try to use those two terms quite a bit. But it depends if I'm trying to explain something versus coming up with a solution for something. Number two, maybe you should try. Instead, say let's try, or it's a good idea to try. Yeah, I think yeah, I definitely could see the let's try. I feel is almost too almost borderlines on authoritarian. Can't say that word very well right now, but because it's just like, hey, let's try this instead. Instead of, I like that it's a good idea to try. But at the same, you know what? On the same token, though, it's a good idea to try. It brings me back to the Walt Disney quote, like, "I have a good idea." Walt's like, "No, you have an idea. I will tell you if it's a good idea." So something to think about there. Number three, I think this would. What the saying said, I believe this would. This is a minor distinction, but a valid one. I think sounds weaker than I believe, and is a little more doubtful, as if you're saying something might work, but you're not sure. I I guess that's okay. I'm not a big fan of that one. Number four, I'm not positive, but or I'm not sure, but say this instead. So whatever you were going to say after the but, yeah. So don't preposition the statement with I'm not sure or I'm not positive. Number five, I just wanted to touch base. And instead say I wanted to touch base. The word just is just not great. It's to say, it really is not. It's a word that I've been working on trying to remove from my vocabulary and from emails and things of that nature. Trying to just remove that word because it doesn't add to the conversation. And it sounds a lot less sure of yourself. So I would definitely agree with that one. Number six, needless to say, you want to know what to say? Say nothing. Say nothing instead. Number seven, in my opinion, just say nothing. Just get to what you're going to say. Number eight, for what it's worth, say nothing. Number nine, sorry. Instead, say excuse me. I like that. I say excuse me a lot. A lot of times it comes as excuse. I don't know if that's the accent or not, but it definitely is better because sorry I think it's just such an overused word, and yeah, and the word sorry was used to mean wretched or worthless back in the 13th century. Number 10, X was developed to increase X. Instead, say, I developed X to increase X. So instead of saying that it was developed, I guess owning the fact that you're the one that developed it and why, and what its purpose was for. Number 11, if you know what I mean, just say nothing. that's better than that. So yeah, there's a lot of those words, and the one I always used to go on was just like, oh, I'm just checking in. No, I'm checking in. Cut right to what you're doing and be more confident about it, and it will. It definitely seems to make a difference when how people respond to that.